It's Glenn Durrant against Danny Noppert for the 2017 BDO Darts World Championship. #1 seed against #3. It's got the makings of an absolute classic, this one. Well, as we get closer and closer to the start of the match, you can really sense the tension beginning to build. And one man who knows all about big match nerves is two-time World Championship finalist Bobby George.
Pressure.
For the title.
Pain.
One to go. He's missed!
Defeat. These are things finalists fear the most. Every tremble. Every twinge. Every flash of doubt. Your talent has brought you this far. Why should it fail you now? The art of absolute precision.
Yes! What a shot to win a world championship!
This is what a finalist needs the most.
He's crying.
What a match!
There is the champion.
There's two words dart players fear the most. Game on.
Well, this is it. Years of hard work for this one chance of World Championship glory. It is so loud here in the arena. Durrant and Noppert are about to be given a hero's reception from a packed crowd here at Lakeside. Everybody absolutely fired up for this brilliant match. So here's your MC on the stage, little Richard Ashdown.
Ladies and gentlemen, it's throw time! Brought to you by the British Darts Organisation, this is the 2017 Lakeside World Championship Final. It's the 40th BDO World Championship Final, and we're here at the home of World Darts, the Lakeside! We now introduce our #3 seed, the reigning Scottish Open and German Open champion. He's Dutch, he's Noppy, Danny Noppert! We now bring to the stage the current holder of 8 BDO World Ranking titles. He is the BDO World #1, the reigning two-time Winmore World Masters champion. From Middlesbrough, Duzza, Glenn Durrant!
What an atmosphere amongst the best I've ever seen here. Durrant against Noppert for a place in history next. We are about to watch two men daring to chase a dream they've carried since childhood under the most enormous pressure. It's the very essence of what makes live sport so compelling. Your commentary team, Paul Nicholson and John Rawling.
Good afternoon, everybody. It is the one we've been waiting for, the Lakeside final. Glen Durrant, the final. He is the favourite, 6-4 on. 46 years old, from Middlesbrough, and he has the big match experience. Danny Noppert, 20 years his junior, seeded number 3, works in an aluminium factory as his day job. His brothers here cheering him on, and he has been like a breath of fresh air for this tournament. Good player, seemingly absolutely unfazed by the huge atmosphere here.
Thank you, ladies and gentlemen. This is the 2017 Lakeside World Championship Final. First set, first leg, it's Danny to throw first. Game on.
Danny Noppert with the darts, and what a great dart to start with. Well, that's a tremendous start to the match. Been so impressed, Paul, with his temperament this week.
That's the thing that's got him here for me. The temperament has been very Dutch-like. What a start from the world #1.
Brilliant, brilliant darts from Durrant.
If they keep going like this, we might be in for a decent game of darts. Do you think, John?
I think we're in for a decent game of darts, whatever.
59.
Noppert seemingly has no fear. Durrant, I think, is ready to move on to another level if he needs to.
And sometimes you have to come through serious adversity to do remarkable things.
2 maximums back to back. The 9-darter is on. 141 required. Noppert trying to hit the big numbers himself, but now can Noppert?
Glen, you require 141.
Can Durrant get there? It's on. Treble 19. Oh, just the wrong side of the wire. How much he would have loved that.
Sensational effort. What a way to start the match. I mean, Noppert hasn't thrown bad in this leg. But Durrant has come out like a greyhound from the traps.
121.
So
Glen, you require 47.
47, 15, double 16 for Durrant. Double 16 now. Double 8. He thought it was in. He was walking. He thought he got it. Recompose yourself, Glen. For a 12-darter. Double 8. No, sir.
39.
Well, that was a sizable miss,
Danny
and Noppert now
81.
has a chance to hold his throw.
Might lose the leg here, because Danny's been really good this corner of the board all week. Double 6 for a very good hold.
75.
Only just missed.
Glen,
Wrong
you
side of the
require
wire on
8.
both darts. Durrant gets away with it.
So Durrant double 4 now. That's a pretty decent marker. Double 2.
4.
Well, after those sublime darts to start with, now can't find the double.
Sometimes it is the first double of the match that's the hardest. It will settle you down, but who's going to hit it? It might still be Durrant.
No score. Glen, you require 4.
Double 2 Durrant for 1-0. Double 1. This is for a break of throw. And he's got it at last. Just sneaks it in. Break of throw.
Second leg, it's Glen to throw first.
On his way towards a 9-darter, seemingly. He got 7 of them. And then 1 double out of 8, but it was the double he needed.
It was the double he needed, and he had an open bed, but
140.
he chose to go for the guide, which is pretty risky considering where it was sitting, but he nailed it.
Great drama in the opening leg of the match. His opening leg of the tournament.
100.
Remember, Glenn, against Nick Kenny, got a 167 checkout.
He seems to be pretty good at the very start of matches. First leg.
140.
For what it's worth, I think he is justifiably a favourite, Glenn Durrant, simply for the fact that he's been there, done it, and he's got so much success this year. This is the one that's eluded him, but he is not world #1 in the BDO
96.
rankings for no reason.
Absolutely right, John. And another great dart player was in this same sort of position in 1988. Bob Anderson had already won the World Masters and was the best player in the world. And pretty much the only thing he hadn't won was his
81.
title. But in 1988, he did just that.
The next hour or two will tell whether or not Glenn Durrant is going to do the same. 140 when he returns.
58.
This
Then you
for
require
a nice little
140.
two-leg cushion in this opening set. Good first dart. He'll stay on the 16s here. Good last dart.
124.
Well, I think this is a pretty big set, you know, because both guys like to front run it. Whoever gets in front. I think whoever gets the first two-set gap, if that happens, will win the game. That's just my own thought.
Glenn, you require 16.
Well, Durrant, double 8 for 2-0. Double 4. He's a bit sticky on his doubles, isn't he? 1 out of 10 now. Double 2. And
12.
still he can't find it.
Danny, you require 147.
Well, the odds would say that he's coming back. And he will be back.
Lovely, simple throw of a young man who seems so much in control of himself 82. Up there on the hockey.
Glenn, you require 4.
Again, with darts now for 2-0. There it is.
Shot.
The game shot.
Second there. Glenn Durrant.
And the Middlesbrough contingent roaring their support for Glenn.
First. Game on.
Well, I'll be very happy with the results so far. There's a few sketchy darts already. And I actually had a chat with Glenn this morning. I said, feeling all right? And he said, yeah. So I just rang my boss to see if I can have tomorrow off. And I just laughed and said, I think you might be all right with that, you know.
It'd be a pretty harsh boss who said, nah, let's have you in at 9 o'clock in the morning.
140.
Well, that was when he was going for the 9-darter, and it wasn't to be. You could see by Glenn's reaction, though, when it missed, how much he'd hoped and really wanted to start with the perfect leg of darts.
It would have been something, wouldn't it? We've already had a couple of 170 checkouts, 167, 3 164s. That would have added to the plethora of great darts that we've seen over the last few days.
Been a good week, been a good tournament. And it deserves to have a decent final. Noppert needs to get a foothold.
60.
I think when he eventually gets that first double, it will work wonders for him. Games like this, you just want to think, you know, there's a double, we got it hit. Now we can build on that.
58.
When I was irritating him a bit earlier on, interrupting his practice and asking banal questions, he said that he really hadn't expected to come here and play as well as he has done. He's surprised himself.
140.
But he kind of looks to the man born, doesn't he, when he gets up on the big stage?
I think so. Looks very good up there for me. Don't think it'll be the last time. There's just something about him.
96.
An aura.
Danny, you require 101.
Well, this is important. 101. This is to hold his throw. Treble 19 will leave double 12, his favourite double. And he's missed it again.
Glenn, you require 147.
Well, in the last leg, Danny Noppert couldn't take this out, but Glenn still can. 2 dots in hand for 87. Oh, just went next door. Give it a really good chance.
There you see it. He wanted the treble 17 and got
23
in the
Danny required
adjoining
24.
bed.
Game
And
shot
Noppert is into the match. Takes
Danny
his
Noppert.
first leg,
Fourth leg
but
is
now
played,
Durrant
throwing the third.
with darts for the opening set.
Two very proud people on stage here. Obviously does a very proud Borough man. Danny
140.
proudly Frisian. With that flag on his left sleeve. And I know there is a Frisian flag out there next to his supporters as well. Definitely putting them on the map this week.
100.
His two brothers in the crowd, Irvin and Jordi. Never picked up a dart in seriousness until he was nearly 20, Danny Noppert.
140.
Keen footballer as a lad.
I'll tell you what, if he played football the way he plays darts, he'd be something like
60.
Cruyff, Bergkamp, Arjen Robben maybe.
There's not much meat on him. I should imagine he could move pretty rapidly.
140.
His brothers in full voice.
I'm pretty sure Glenn Durrant will not understand the chants coming from that section. They will definitely be in Dutch. Great visit.
180.
Whereas he's still behind in this leg,
81.
he still gives himself a chance just in case Durrant can't take what is now double 12 for the set. Another miss at double. And another miss at double.
Danny, you require 161.
Well, Noppert, 161. Has to win this leg to stay alive in this opening set. It's a great first start. Just misses the treble 17, which would have left the bullseye.
97.
So now Glenn Durrant again looking for double 3.
He doesn't want to mess around on this, because if he loses this leg, and he doesn't,
Short, and the first
what I was about to say doesn't
Glenn
matter
Durrant.
anymore, because Glenn Durrant has taken the first set 3 legs to 1.
Nice start for the favourites.
Second set, first leg.
crowd
It's Glenn
favourite as
to
well.
throw first. Game on.
So Glenn Durrant with the darts now as we move into the second set.
You have to think that the game plan was definitely that. Danny won the bullseye, he's thrown first in the first set. But Durrant has broken that set. He holds, he wins. Simple as that.
Danny Noppert, I'm told, the 14th player to reach the BDO World Final on his debut. That's his second maximum.
180.
Leighton Rees, John Lowe,
140.
Bobby George, Keith Deller, Phil Taylor, Dennis Priestley, John Part, Richie Burnett, Yella Klassen, Phil Nixon, Dean Winstanley,
100.
Christian Kist.
Some pretty good names in that list.
Certainly
Although it was a little easier to be included in that stat if you were Leighton Rees and John Lowe, because that was the first year of the tournament.
Weren't bad players though, were they?
60.
That was back in 1978. First time this famous trophy was played for.
60.
Some great names on that piece of silverware. Who's it going to be this time?
66.
There's the trophy.
Can you require 161?
Noppert. There's an outside chance here of nicking a leg against the throw. And we can't find that treble 17 again.
97.
Even when he
Glenn,
misses,
you
he doesn't
require
look like he's
135.
far away. But he's being punished so far in this match by Durrant. And that's what he does. He bullies people on that board
63.
into submission.
Can you require 64?
Will Danny Noppert submit, or will he shoot forward in this leg? Single 16 will leave double, but he might hit an 8 here, because he does like the top of the board. Double top.
Getting short on the first
He
leg.
likes that.
Danny Noppert.
That's his first break.
Second leg, it's Danny to throw first. Game on.
And Noppert ahead in this second set. Really important, as Paul was suggesting earlier, that you don't allow Durrant to get a significant advantage, because he is unquestionably a better player when he is in front. Give him another set, and it's going to be a really big ask for Noppert to claw his way back.
$100. $96.
It's all about that. Bit of money involved as well, of course, but it's getting your name on there. A title which will last forever. Once it's there, you're a part of history.
Sporting immortality. That's what every dart player wants, really, when they're throwing darts as children at the board. They just want to get their name on something important. No matter who you are and where you started, you threw darts thinking, I'm practicing here. This could be the darts for the Lakeside World Championship final.
Well, Noppert's on a finish here, 167.
Danny, you require 167.
He's got 6 darts from here, because Durrant on 234.
$40.
Oh, that's not as good as he would have wished. Not a spare seat in the house. Everybody concentrating in the action on the stage.
134.
Attires.
Require 127.
He squared that leg up nicely, hasn't he, Durrant? Treble 19 will leave the bullseye, which he needs to go for now. Ooh, that was close.
102.
It's the wrong side of the wire. Right, Glen Durrant
100.
for a break back. A very makeable ton. Double top now. Tiny adjustment. And that's good.
Short on the second leg.
Use the second dart as a marker. And in it went. Back on level terms in the second set, and Durrant once again on the darts.
There's already been plenty of breaks of throw in this match. So that bullseye that they did backstage is not really relevant at this stage.
Good dart. Glen Durrant knew it. Lakeside is rocking here this week. And he's got another maximum. His third. 5th of the match already.
Just check out that look in his eyes when he hit that, as if to say, I'm here to stay. I'm not going anywhere.
Well, straight away, he's got the
95.
Durrant throw under pressure. It's 1 maximum. Can he build?
$100.
Bob Potter, owner of the Lakeside Complex. What a lot he's done for this tournament. Main sponsor. I'm very proud that his venue hosts it year after year.
$85.
Noppert's on a finish.
$83. Danny, you require
Well, this would hurt.
136.
Well, they're both on finishes, and both of them require 2 treble 20s. So Durrant's going to get another shot at another one.
Durrant's had a 170. He's the one man who's achieved that, along with Darryl Fitton.
$47.
Durrant hit 3 of them in his last match.
170.
Only one of them was a finish, though.
See if he can do it again. Not this time. Probably have another opportunity before the afternoon is out.
94. Danny, you require 89.
Treble 19. Well, little slip leaves 68. It's going to be 18 for Bull. Will he gamble on the treble? Yes, he will. Double 7. Bigger target. Ooh.
82.
No, sir.
Glenn, you
Durrant
require
then.
76.
76. This would be a bit of a steal if he does this. Looking at treble 20. 16 would leave tops. Looking for double tops once more. 4 out of 17 he's got on his doubles.
36.
I think it flicked the flight, John, on the
Danny,
way
you
through.
require 7.
Glenn's darts are very upright.
Double 2. This for the break of throw. And he's got it, he's nailed it.
Third leg.
Boy,
Danny
is that a
Noppert.
good shot. If you look at that, he didn't see much of that bed, but he saw enough of it to just guide it over the top and keep things going.
Fourth leg.
Look
it's
at that, he had
Danny
about
to throw
half of that bed
first.
to aim at.
Game on.
What a great shot.
He says people like Raymond van Barneveld, Michael van Gerwen, brilliant Dutch players, of course, not his heroes, not the people who inspired him. He got into darts because his mates had a team and they just said,
58.
fancy a game? Went along and found that he had a bit of a natural aptitude for it.
I love stories like that. Yeah, he's pretty useful, isn't he, John?
He certainly is.
100.
Durrant. Watch again what happens here. Oh, you're absolutely right. He clips the previous dart.
Clipped the flight, but if you look at the trajectory of the point, it was definitely going low, so it was never going to hit it anyway.
95.
Yeah, it was going low by a distance, wasn't it?
Yep.
So Durrant has to break, or Noppert will be back on level terms.
140.
Well, we're neutrals up here in the commentary box. We want an absolute thriller. So keep it going, boys. Set for set will give us a little bit of action to watch.
And that is his 4th maximum.
180.
Not on a finish, but he's in with a great chance of holding his throw and taking the set.
55.
Well, courtesy of that treble 5, Durrant could not leave a finish. So that guaranteed Danny Noppert 6 darts at 168 for the set.
Coming down for 16s.
96.
So 206 Durrant. Ton 40 would be handy. And he's got it.
140.
Very handy. But Noppert
Danny
keeps
requires
leaving numbers
72.
like 72 because it gives them shots at 12s or tops. Missed it low again. Double 6. Yeah.
Game shot. And the
Important
second
dart.
set.
And that
Danny
gives him
Noppert.
the second set. And Durrant is not going to run away with it. Noppert, fancied by many to win this, is right back into it. And as they leave the stage for the first break, it's Glen Durrant 1, Danny Noppert 1 in the race to 7.
A great start to what should be a brilliant match. Durrant getting our pulses racing. 7/9 of the way to a 9-darter. Took the first set, dozer. But Noppert is back on level terms. Nothing to separate them. A great match here, live on 4. Welcome back to the BDO Darts World Championship final. A great start from Glen Durrant, although he has missed a few doubles. Danny Noppert right back in this match. Let's rejoin John and Paul. It's a great match at the moment.
The players Making their way back onto the stage now. Glenn Durrant and Danny Noppert, here they come. And they went to the interval one apiece. And really, we're no clearer as to who's going to win it.
Not at all. 6 sets more for either guy, and they will win the title. So effectively, we're down to the old format.
Both legs, both sets being taken against the darts. So if that trend continues, Danny Noppert starting off here, then Glenn Durrant would be due for another one to go 2-1. Great vantage points all around this arena.
Third set, first leg, it's Danny to throw first. Game on.
Perhaps the best darting amphitheatre of them all.
Danny was pretty eager to get to the hockey there.
60.
Just had to check himself a little bit. Redo his pre-throw routine. Nothing wrong with a bit of enthusiasm.
I said, are you going to be able to cope with the pressure up there? Is it going to get to you at all? And his coach,
96.
Big John Locken, he's a bit of a unit. He said, I'll give him a kicking if he doesn't.
Ouch.
Not literally, I don't think. I think he was talking metaphorically, but
45.
Sometimes that does happen, you know, John. I was talking to a...
What, literally?
Yeah. There's a guy in Australia called Sean Reid. Good player. Played a lot in Japan. And he had this thing where he used to lift his left leg when he threw. And he got someone to just whip his back leg every time he did it. So if he didn't want to get a whipping, he'd have to stop lifting his back leg.
Mensur Suljovic is the man who always lifts his back leg. He almost pirouettes when he throws his darts.
Swan Lake at the darts.
Pretty good player.
Danny Noppert knows about Suljovic. Beat him in the Grand Slam.
100.
That makes Danny Noppert a really good player in my view. That's why he's in the final.
He's going to be around for a while, this lad. Win or lose today. Oh, it's unlucky.
80.
Bounced off the wire on the treble 19. Oh, it wasn't. It was the treble 3, I think.
It was the 3 section. But now he can only set it up
99.
and pray that Durrant doesn't take that 110.
Durrant will fancy it for an early break of throw. Danny Noppert just working out the permutations.
58. Glenn, you require 110.
Well, he's certainly not put the pressure on that he'd have hoped, although 121 is a favoured checkout of all the top players. Durrant looking for treble 19, and he gets it. Turning his attention back to 20s, right.
78.
Noppert 121.
Danny, you require 121.
Treble 20, his first attempt. He's got it. 11 would leave the bullseye. For 121.
96. Glenn, you require
Well, he rattled the
32.
bullseye, but it was the wrong section of the bullseye. Double 16 for yet another break of throw. Over the top of those 2 flights.
16.
Small margins.
Danny, you require 25.
Sticky on his doubles this afternoon. 4 out of 21, Glenn Durrant. Double 12 now for Noppert. Likes this checkout and gets it
chart on the first leg.
to go
Danny
1 ahead, holding his throw.
Glenn throwing first.
I'll tell you what, John, that one went in very, very steep. It wobbled a little bit, and I started to fear for that double 12, but that double 12 shot was a really well thrown dart. It was solid and it didn't
100.
wobble. I mentioned earlier in the week that when Glenn wasn't playing his best stuff, his darts were going in a bit too upright.
99.
Sometime in that quarter-final with Levanauskas, he fixed that. He started to throw them a bit harder. And with both guys here, very similar styles. Upright angle, and they want to bash them into each other.
Durrant just with the edge on averages at the
85.
moment. Knockouts, checkouts have been better. He is ahead now, though, for the first time in the match, and trying to put some pressure on the Durrant throw. Plenty of supporters from Holland
59.
over here, and one particularly noisy fella from Belgium. He's been here all week, making his presence very much known.
Definitely a super fan when you've got sponsors.
100.
There's the coach, left-hand side. Big shaven-headed fellow with the glasses.
Alongside Justin van der Houw, the new World Youth Champion.
140.
Looking for his 5th maximum there.
He's
He's just about maintaining the advantage, Glen Durrant. He'll have first attempt at a check out from 116.
There's the 3. 20s will be the shot.
Oh,
23.
Now he's given Durrant another visit.
Then you require
Durrant needs it.
116.
Durrant 6 darts at 116. Good first dart. 16 he'll go for double tops. Oh, well, that's a loose one.
84.
He wants to be thankful that Noppert is not in a finish. Will be after this.
Bit of a lack of concentration, maybe.
Yeah, I think so.
140.
Sometimes when you go for the 16, you just get a bit of an
32.
adrenaline rush.
So double 16. And he's got it.
Short on the second leg. Glen Durrant. Third leg. It's
Been
Danny
missing darts
going
down on that
first.
double 16, but this time he gets it and back on level terms.
Speaking of a lot of people, they speak about Danny Noppert. And a lot of people are just saying how good a match player he is. And to put that in real terms, it's just, he's hard to beat.
It's his debut as well. People forget that. First time he's been over here, playing in this championship. Counted for
59.
Dave Cameron, Richard Veenstra, Scott Waits, the defending champion, Big Darrell Fitton, and here against Glen Durrant, and still with every chance of winning this.
96.
Well, his supporters, before the coverage started today, were shouting "Noppy Army."
{57.
Some of these face masks are unbelievable, aren't they? The people who you see sitting watching. A little bit earlier I saw Lionel Richie sitting next to Vladimir Putin, which is an interesting
55.
combination.
Yeah, it was a great table. Lionel Richie, Putin, Kim Jong-un, Nigel Farage, Hillary Clinton, Madonna.
What a dinner party that'd be. And that is a third maximum for Glen Durrant.
180.
Well, that table would have been putting the world to rights, but Duzza was putting that 60 to rights.
100.
Just had enough pace on that to get it in.
Noppert 150 when he comes back. Glen could do with the treble here. He's not
59.
found one, so
Danny, you require 150.
words fail me with that.
Might have the right words if Danny Noppert hits his treble 20. Still got a great chance to win this leg though.
98.
146 is a
Glen,
big
you
ask.
require 146.
Noppert nicely placed on 52. He's done the first part. He needed treble 20 there for double 13. Decided to stay
90.
on.
Danny,
I
you
think that was the
require
right
52.
plan. Just didn't give it enough juice. Double top for 2-1 in this set for the Dutchman.
Game
There it
shot
is.
to the third leg. Danny Noppert. Fourth leg, it's Glen throwing first.
Nice clean kill.
$134.
Beautiful cover shots from Durrant. All going with throw in this set so far. Unlucky.
140.
Just kissed the barrel.
$140.
Well, they've both settled into the match now. scoring well, battering each other.
Crowd loving it. All eyes.
100.
It's the Donald Trump. Ah, with a Mexican. It's a talking point. No.
Where's the wall?
93.
There is a dart player called The Wall by the name of Martin Schindler. Good young German player. Walks out to Another Brick in the Wall by Pink Floyd. Absolutely
140.
epic walk.
Then you require 134.
Danny Noppert changing his walk-on music today. I don't know whether it was because we referred to it as techno crud.
44.
Maybe the words
Then you
hurt.
require 121.
Right, what can you do with this? 121. Treble 17 now. Well, it's not going to be this time, so Glenn Durrant with 90 now to hold his throw.
That's a lovely
Then
throw
you
from Danny
require
Noppert. He only
90.
had a third of a treble 20 bet to aim at, but he still left double 12.
20 would leave bullseye. Bullseye now for Durrant for 2-2. Oh, didn't get close to that,
49.
so Noppert with a great
require
opportunity here to
24.
take the set. Double 12, it's where he wants to be. And he has
Shot.
done
And the third
it. He's
set.
ahead in this match now.
Danny Noppert.
2-1 for the young Dutchman.
Fourth set, first leg. It's Glenn to throw first. Game on.
Well, if he does win this match, I feel like the techno crud will be consigned to the bin. But he consigned set 3 to the record books in very good
100.
style with a great double 12. Have you seen his somehow almost copyrighted celebration now? He did it yesterday with his fans. He takes both index fingers and he points to the
100.
ground.
We'll have a look at that. He was marginally odds
60.
against. There you are. I've got it. I've got it. I'm the man. 2-1 up now.
It's somewhat dramatised after the match when he's closer to his supporters, but it's very Van Gerwen-esque. He has the double fist pump, Danny's got the double indexes.
He'll be fancying it now. And Glenn Durrant knows that he's in a real tussle.
134.
Wants this title so much, Durrant. Will he get a little bit tense the further it goes? That's a bit unlucky. Looked as though it was heading
80.
for the treble 20 bed.
He throws the darts with such ferocity. Sometimes the dart that's already in the board can't take the heat and throws it away.
126.
Just the wrong side of the wire with that third dart there. Durrant went into the adjoining bed, looking for treble 17.
137. Glenn, you require 81.
So 81 then for Durrant to get the opening leg of this set. That's a good dart. Double 12. Beautifully
Game
done.
shot on the first leg. Glenn Durrant.
That's the kind of
Second
thing you
leg is
need
Danny
when you're settled in a
throwing
match. Good, clean finishing builds that confidence in your heart.
100.
Beautifully done.
Like I said earlier, two very similar styles we've got here.
99.
Shorter darts, upright angles, battering that 60, building them underneath. That's exactly what Danny was trying to do there, just get it underneath the first dart.
121.
As you can see from that third dart, if he had another one in his hand, all he tried to do is just get it underneath. Lots of room.
That's in the treble 20. That's two in the treble 20. Is it going to be a maximum? It is.
180.
Well, we have to thank the cameraman there for his timing, and our director timed that perfectly to prove our point.
140.
Beautiful maximum. Noppert's on a finish though. Durrant still chasing the game and didn't need a bounce out either.
40.
He's on no finish, so Noppert has 6 darts
Danny, you require 140.
for 140 to get back on level terms in this set.
He'll want a straight ton at the very least, but now it's almost like that 60's close for business.
60.
Difficult to find a way through there, wasn't it? 182, Durrant. Durrant's checkouts have been the sticking point.
28.
See, there's a sizable difference
Danny,
there
you
in the
require
rate
80.
of success. 80 then for Noppert for 1-1. Great darts. Double 10. Oh, very nicely done.
Aim short and the second there. Danny Noppert.
And that doubles
Third
percentage
leg,
has just
throwing
improved.
first.
The percentage is only going to go one way when you keep hitting doubles with your first dart. It's all just going to go up and up and up. And at the moment, a very, very respectable 44%.
82.
He still has real belief, Danny Noppert.
96.
He would feed the Dutch frenzy and the popularity of the sport in that country. The greater things in the sporting world.
180.
5th maximum for Glenn Durrant. Danny Noppert works 40 hours a week as a forklift truck driver in that aluminium factory. Says he sometimes finds it difficult to find the time to do all the practicing he needs to. Doesn't do too badly, does he?
I bet he's pretty accurate at stacking those pallets.
60.
The 350
58.
is an attractive number to a dart player because you know you can get it in 6 darts. 180 and 170 out. Easier said than done though. It's looking like going with the darts in this leg
99.
as it has done so far in this set.
There's Team Noppert.
They were the guys that started the Noppy chant earlier. Noppy's Army.
Well, one of those lads is his brother, so in fact both his brothers are there.
100. Glenn, you require
Glenn Durrant's
80.
wife, Susan. Treble 16 would leave double 8. He'll stay on those 16s. He's got time on his side.
48.
He obviously likes that 16 segment because a lot of people would have gone for the 20s there. He knows that Noppert not being on a finish, he's got time to do whatever he feels and leave whatever he wants.
80.
So double 16
Glenn, you
it
require
is.
32.
6 out of 24 on his doubles.
Game short.
That improves the
third
statistic
leg. Glenn Durrant.
and puts him ahead
Fourth
once
leg,
more
it's Danny
in
to
this
throw
4th
first.
set.
Game on.
There's a break at the end of this set. Durrant will be so keen not to be 3-1 down when he goes to it.
Well, the average is very, very similar.
60.
But the first 9 tells a little story. Glenn scoring ever so slightly more. Can't really split them right now. Very, very level.
43.
Durrant on his first 9 darts is averaging 4 more than Noppert. Not a lot between them though, and it's, you know, the statistical numbers, it's numbers, isn't it, which we're playing with to try and show one player's playing better than the other. The fact is that it's pretty much dead level.
Agree, John. Can't split them at all at the moment. 2 guys just going at it as hard they can. Serving up a pretty good final so far.
140.
Well, that's a good visit. Maybe Durrant has the advantage now, unless Noppert can really hammer in a huge tally here, which it looks as though he might.
121.
Just a slight push on that one. That 60 was begging to be hit.
Durrant's effectively pinched the throw though. And that is a maximum. That's his 6th. And it's coming at a key time. 138 required, and it'll be another set in the bag for Durrant, and it'll be back on level terms. Dutch coach hardly bring himself to watch. John Locken, he'll be going backstage to give his man some advice. Double 12 for Durrant. Oh, he's missed it, wrong side of the wire.
132.
Valiant effort.
Very valiant. Obviously, it was a 138, so Keith Deller was obviously in goal there, keeping it out of the double 12.
Keith Deller, who won the world title in 1983 with precisely that checkout, the 138.
6.
So Durrant now on 6, double 3. 1-1-1. Key dart.
No
and
score.
now Noppert can punish him. 96. And the way he's finishing, he'll be fans. Oh, that's a loose one. So can't do it now.
Just wasn't meant to be that one.
36.
Double 3 again.
Glenn, requires 6.
Aptly named the Richard Ashdown double.
Richard Ashdown is our master of ceremonies, who is not the tallest man at the Lakeside.
Game
He's got
shot,
it.
and the 4th set.
Double 3,
Durrant.
nailed by Glenn Durrant. He takes the set, and he's back on level terms. Nothing between them. We still are no clearer than we were when the match began as to who is going to take this match. It is dead level.
Well, he missed double 1, but he got the double 3. And we are all square once again. What a match this is turning out to be. Well, sometimes finals that are supposed to be scintillating don't quite materialise. That is absolutely not the case here. As John has said in the commentary box, it is so tight here to predict a winner. Here they are again.
It's a difficult call to know who's going to win this one. Still absolutely level, 2 apiece. The experience of Durrant and the exciting new talent, Danny Noppert, and they are locked together. 2 sets apiece in this race to 7. Danny Noppert says his Twitter account and his Facebook account have absolutely exploded this morning. He's suddenly a very sought-after character.
Ever so slightly. Talking to his brother for the past couple of days and his team manager from the Netherlands. It's like the NFL draft with this guy when it comes to management.
A lot of people want part of him.
Yeah, like Jerry Maguire. Going for Frank Cushman in that famous movie.
Well, we're about to resume. Mick Rolls, the referee.
Set, first leg, it's Danny to throw first. Game on.
Announcing that Noppert gets the action underway once more.
There's been a lot of red shirts this week, isn't there, John? Must be the colour of the year.
66.
Hasn't occurred to me, actually, but I suppose there have been a fair few, yeah. It's not my colour, red.
What's your favourite colour?
I'm a blue man.
134.
Despite being a blade.
I'm a black and yellow man. Pittsburgh Steelers all the way. Playing against the Kansas City Chiefs later tonight. Looking forward to that.
140.
Danny Noppert looking to be a Dutch champion, to follow in the footsteps of Raymond van Barneveld, Jelle Klaassen and Christian Kist. 3 decent players, weren't they? Barney, legend of the Lakeside. As a Noppy fan.
Well, Barney started all of this. The Orange Army in the late 90s. And it just went bananas. Just like that. All red from the man in red.
Barney still throwing fabulous darts.
I say it's red, it's more orangey red.
Oops.
131. Danny, you require 115.
Thompson for Noppert on the throw.
95.
Now this is a glimmer of an opportunity for Durrant, and in the opening leg of the set this had hurt Noppert if he can take this out. No, it can't be done now. Needed 2 trebles. So Noppert double
96.
10, and his finishing has been fairly assured. 42% success rate, and make that now 45%.
Well, that was intriguing, wasn't it? He approaches the hockey, he looks at tops. Maybe he looked at the wrong score, and then he realised that Nick Rolls, our referee, said you require 20. He just didn't adjust apart from his eyes, and he just hit it.
And so taking the first leg of the set.
140.
We'll have a look at what Paul was talking about there, where he looks initially seemingly at 20 and then realises he's on double 10. Here we go. No, not there. Ah, that'll do.
Seemed to work. Straight in double 10 first dart.
100.
303 for Durrant. Switch to 19s, very sensible. 133, which will be another treble 19.
133.
And that leaves it on 170, which is a checkout, of course. Good counting.
We have seen 303 done in 6 darts in this championship by Darius Labanauskas. He hit 171, 3 treble 19s. Then he wanted to hit the 132 bull double 16. What will Durrant do, though?
Well, he's had a 170 already here at the Lakeside. Oh, just the wrong side of the wire.
That's apt, isn't it? Durrant's had a 170 in this tournament. That was his highest checkout. Noppert's had a 164. That's his highest.
Danny, you require 164.
Good spot. See if he can do it again then. Treble 20. He's got a chance. Treble 18. And now the bullseye for 164.
130.
I think he thought he got it.
Glenn, you require 76.
He scared it. Scared it as much as the crowd scared me on Friday the 13th.
Tops for Durrant to hold his throw. And that's a good checkout. Needed that.
Third leg is
under
Danny
pressure.
first.
Noppert coming so close to that brilliant checkout, but Durrant holding his throw.
Boy, was that a good leg. This could be a decent one as well, the way it started.
180.
You got to think their arms are in the groove now. Mentally, they'll be in the groove. I think the averages will climb from here.
Well, he's had one maximum. Noppert returns. Glenn Durrant studying his opponent. He knows he can't get a 9-darter now.
100.
I know there are people at home who wait to tick these sort of things off when you finally say it, but I'm going to say it. Last time there was a 9-darter here, 1993, Paul Lynn, with Tony Green on the commentary.
He's playing against Jack McKenna of Ireland.
He was indeed. Good knowledge.
134.
He used to throw some bombers of darts. They were big, thick, heavy things. Limmy was exactly the opposite. Thin, tapered things.
59. Danny requires
Tony Green
87.
nearly blew a gasket when he got it. Great piece of commentary. Double 18. Double 9 now. Looking for a 12-darter.
78.
Durrant not in this leg. I was going to say Tony Green's jumper collection's about as good as Chris Mason's shirt collection.
He was here earlier this week. Nice to see him around the Lakeside.
99.
He was busting some moves as well.
9.
Double 4.
No score.
Bust it. Well, is he surely not going to throw it away, having been in such complete control. Durrant on 150. That's a tremendous first dart. He wanted treble 18 for double 18.
he saw that as a chance, you know.
94.
He gets that. He
Danny
sends a
require
message.
9.
Well, the message for Noppert is simple.
Get this, double 4. Oh, he's missed it again. Now this is an important moment in the match, because this would be a big break if Durrant puts this away. 56. Tops now, 2 darts at it. Missed that by a way, really dragged that south. Double 10. He's got it! And Durrant ahead, getting the break.
4th leg, it's Glenn to throw first. Game on.
Noppert has to put that behind him, because that was a big opportunity missed for him.
Big opportunity missed. Glenn tried to make eye contact with Danny when he came back from the board there. Danny having none of it.
58.
The little psychological games that players play. Look how charged up Durrant is now. Good response, though.
40.
This could be a big set in the match, because if Durrant can take this leg, break in this set, and hold in the next one, he'll have a 2-set gap, and he's visibly getting more aggressive.
That's his 7th 180. The great response coming back from Noppert. 10-40. What a good leg this is. 6 darts only thrown, and already closing in on a finish. Is this another maximum? Oh, it is!
180.
A purple patch. 83 when he comes back, and Durrant for a big set win here.
100. Glenn, you require 83.
When you look back and review the match, this is going to be one of the moments. 16 would leave Bull. Bullseye now for 83.
58. Danny, you require 100.
Well, this is a favourite.
Noppert's still got a chance. These are the kind of shots he's been hitting this week. The save is bacon. Not now. Durrant, great chance to get this 5th set.
25, 9 double 8, 9 double 8. Double 8s. He's missed 3 down here. Will he get it right this time? Double 4. And he puts it away, and that's how important it is. Turns and roars at the crowd. His fans, they're absolutely with him, and that is a really significant set win for Glen Durrant, who takes the lead again. It's now 3-2.
That leg signifies the intent of the man from Middlesbrough. The aggression was hyped up there through the course of the 2 180s, and it culminated in a crescendo of a roar.
And what about that? Sometimes when you get the brilliant checkout or the huge adrenaline rush, it can affect you on the next visit. Not Glen Durrant, maximum. And Noppert coming firing back.
180.
Sublime quality from both men. Durrant is really chasing that 9-darter today.
99.
Saw him snarling when he missed that. Another 9-darter in practice yesterday. And Noppert is on course.
140.
Indicating that he missed by quite a long way. Sorry, guys.
Maybe he's trying to tell us how tall Richard Ashdown is. Maybe not. Great leg, though. 7 treble 20s to start this leg.
Durrant is on a checkout, but it's a huge one, and Noppert is straight away in this 6th set, putting the Durrant throw under big pressure. That's tremendous, putting himself onto a finish.
164.
164 can't be done.
What a reply. You know, from the real aggression of the last leg, Danny Noppert is not phased.
Danny, you require 36.
Well, doubles got him wrong last time, but not this time.
Danny Noppert.
Break of throw. Noppert's ahead in the sixth set.
Danny to throw first.
Is it going to go all square once more? Good game of darts, this.
You've got to respect Danny Noppert after that. Best leg of the match so far. Equals the best of the tournament. Almost flawless.
$59.
If you're just joining us, there's been precious little between these two men right the way through this match. And we have an outstanding game of darts on our hands. And I'm still unable to say, really, with any sort of certainty, who's the favourite here.
45.
It's not good from Durrant. Wanted to put the Noppert throw under pressure and unable to do so.
Both guys will probably be on an emotional knife edge in this match, and whoever doesn't win this trophy will be very upset. I feel that pressure is still on Durrant, like it has been since the first dart of this event.
He'd be a popular winner if he were to take it, Glenn Durrant. Well liked by the crowds. But Danny Noppert, he's such an exciting newcomer, but Durrant desperately wants to win this title. You saw when he got that check out earlier, when he turned and roared at the crowd as he won the last set.
42.
It was written all over him just how much he wants it. And treble 20 would have left double 11. No check out for Durrant.
110.
So Noppert looking nicely placed to go into a two-legs advantage in this set. Not even bothering watching what Durrant does.
He's not bothered what Glenn does.
96.
All he wants to do is a double 16 and have a 2-0 lead in this set. Double 16 then. Double 8. Wise move across the hockey just to get an open target. Can still see it.
24.
He's put it the wrong side of the wire.
Glenn, you require
just kissed the barrel of that second dart fractionally, which just gave it enough of a deflection to put it out of the bed. Durrant then for 101. Great darts. Double 16 now.
69.
Missed it. He fancied that.
Danny,
Thought that was on the way, Paul.
Danny Noppert cannot afford to miss this. He doesn't want to keep giving Durrant chances. And doesn't. Boy, was that an aggressive dart. Clattered against the first one. Bingo, she's in. 2-0. Noppert. 6th set.
Noppert only needing one more leg. And he's heading for the next interval on level terms once more. 1-0, 1-1, 2-1, 2-2, 3-2. Is it going to be 3-3 now? That's a great shooting. His 8th maximum.
Louise going, John. This could be the most emphatic set of the match, which again gives the momentum to Noppert. It's been going up and down, like you said. Good to watch.
Dutch for the day. And there'll be a fair few more who will be taking notice of this lad, who I think is going to be a very popular addition to elite level darts.
He's very watchable, isn't he?
Very much so.
$83.
That's interesting.
Should get one of the referees to wear that bow tie. That would make a statement.
$100.
Durrant throw is under big pressure here. Noppert's closing in on the set. 125 when he returns.
101.
Well, he's put himself onto a finish, Durrant.
125.
So 125.
Treble 20 for tops. 80 left. He's decided to go to the 16s, which is
61.
unusual.
Glenn, you require 170.
170. We know how it's done. He had to get the treble 20 and can't.
As Glenn Durrant suffered because of that
96.
really big scream in the last set. Has his body just taken a bit of a hit?
Double 8 for the set. Double 4 now. Wrong side of the wire. Durrant can steal it.
74.
Treble 14 will be his target. Single 20. It's right in the middle. Double top. Yeah, nice check out.
Third leg, Glenn Durrant.
No messing there.
Fourth leg is
Stops Danny Noppert's momentum.
Game on.
And now Noppert has to throw this out for the set. Otherwise, if he doesn't, Durrant will throw for the set.
Needed that treble with the last dart. See, it just clipped the flight as it went through, but fortunately for Durrant, stayed on target and into the double top.
It did just flick it, didn't it?
It did.
It's like hitting the bails, but the bails didn't come off.
This is a big leg. Noppert doesn't hold this. And Durrant's going to be in with a real chance of making it 4-2.
That third dart from Noppert was an absolute corker. Pressure on him.
Just let him go, didn't he?
Yeah.
Nothing half-hearted the way he releases his darts.
I think the break, for me, is going to be the right time for Glenn at this point.
Brilliant cover shots. .127 now then for Danny Noppert.
127.
His finishing, his checkouts have been outstanding all week. Treble 19 would leave him the bullseye. Bull then. Now will he go for it? I don't think he's going to.
87.
Sensible stuff. Durrant's way behind him. Why gamble? Come back for something you like, and we know he likes tops. He's hit it so many times in the past week. If he hits it one more time, it's 3 each.
Danny, you require 40.
So this, for the set, double top, double 10. He's put it away.
Game shot.
And still they are locked together.
Danny Noppert.
Danny Noppert hitting back from that brilliant previous set from Durrant. And as they leave the stage, race to 7, it is still 3 apiece. And Danny Noppert, on his debut here at the Lakeside, he still thinks that he can do this. He's right in contention. Who's going to win it?
3 matches in the last 10 years have gone all the way to a decider in the final. Is this destined to be the same? What a match!
To that. They absolutely loved it. And they're very involved in this game. They're living every dart out there, not a spare seat at Lakeside. 3 sets apiece. Who's your money on?
Here is that reaction. Look at the way he turns and shouts at the crowd. Were you shouting back, Vassos?
We're impartial, aren't we, John?
Well, I am. I don't know. I was asking you.
So
I know you are.
3
Only
sets
only,
apiece.
only pulling your leg.
7th set, first leg is Danny to throw first. Game on.
It's a race to 7, and we're no closer, 6 sets deep into this final, to knowing whose name is going to be on the 2017 World Championship trophy.
You'd still think that it's going to be the experience of Durrant, I think, you know, which would make, at this point, probably make him just about the favourite. But there have been very little between them in terms of scoring, in terms of checkouts. The statistics suggest that this one could very well go all the way.
Well, the bookies on site are betting in running, and at 3 sets apiece.
55.
Danny Noppert was just odds against, 11 to 10.
It's pretty much where he was before the match started.
And Glenn Durrant 6 to 4 on.
It's pretty much what it was, isn't it?
85.
Noppert with the darts then at the start of this 7th set. If you're just joining us,
60.
the Lakeside debutant. This time last year, as Scott Waits was winning his 2nd world title, very few knew who he was.
140.
But a terrific 2016 means he comes here as the 3rd seed, and we know who he is now, don't we?
We certainly do. He's made a lot of friends, and a very, very eye-catching and appealing darts match and darts game he has. Checkouts are pretty much identical. 12 out of 38 against 12 out of 37.
125.
Very little between them on the averages. And if you look at the first 9, Noppert with a slight advantage, but again, pretty much the same. Big numbers as well, locked together.
40.
So Durrant, 56 then for the steal of throw. This is for a break.
2 darts at double top.
Yeah,
for a break and throw.
In the first leg, Glenda. Second leg is Glenda throw first. Game on.
Durrant coming back from the interval with precisely the result he would have hoped for. An early break of throw in this 7th set.
100.
Scott Mitchell, the champion 2 years ago, has been giving Glenn a pep talk. Glenn's been very nervous all day. He said he's spent a couple of hours between
16.
noon and 2, worryingly nervous.
England teammates, of course. Scott, the England team captain, so he's used to imparting advice. And he's been there, done it, got the T-shirt.
But what he said to Glenn, in fact, was, "Oh, are you nervous? Because, funnily enough, before my first final, I was fine by this stage."
Well, that'll help. Oh, that's another maximum. 9 apiece now. Gets him back onto level terms with Durrant.
$92.
He did that treble 19. But doesn't put him on a finish.
It's unfortunate, help him. 121 would look very nice.
100.
Sometimes it's like being present at some big party here. It's a bit different at the moment because I think a lot of the fans, big darts fans, not just here for the rave up, they know that this is an absolutely key phase of the match.
90.
It's the engine room of the match,
14.
isn't it? Double top for a 2-leg lead.
Yeah, that's game shot and a second.
There's the game shot and the 2-leg advantage.
First. Game on.
Durrant building on that break and doing what's required. 2 ahead, dead level in sets.
45.
Such a good front runner, Glenn Durrant. You feel if he can get a couple of sets ahead, he could stretch his legs and race through this. But one thing we learnt about Danny Noppert this week, he will stay consistent, and very little, if anything, phases him.
Big ton from Durrant. John Locken, the Dutch coach, he'll have been speaking to Noppert most certainly during the intervals, trying to keep his man focused, trying to keep the belief there. He said the game's 70% mental, and he said, I can't affect him as a player for what he's throwing, but I certainly can affect it the way he's thinking about the game. Brother Irvin there. Jordi's somewhere around as well.
100.
Well, this 170
170
is for the set. Not to be.
$96. Danny Unicorn 160.
160. That can still be done. Not now though, so Durrant will return, looking to clean this one up and once again go ahead to make it 4-3. 74 needed.
20 for tops then. We haven't had a 3-0 set so far.
Yeah,
we have now.
Game short in a 7-set. Glenn Durrant. 8-set, first leg. It's Glenn Durrant first.
And he only missed one dart at a double in that set.
Has he come back from that break? Reborn, refocused? Maybe.
114.
Looks altogether more businesslike and purposeful than he did in that indifferent set when Noppert was able to level it at 3 apiece.
114.
Very high standard from both players. Both averaging about 105 with their first 9 darts.
59.
I said to Noppert, how much would 100 grand mean to you? And he said, to be honest, I've not really even thought about that. It's just winning the title that matters. Doesn't really care about the financial side of it, just wants to have his name on the famous trophy.
He is stealing the odd glance. The trophy's up there on the stage, just to the right as they collect their darts and move away from the oche. And I've noticed Noppert just have a little look at it.
Splendid thing it is. With
60.
all those famous names on it, going back to 1978.
Leighton Rees was the first name on it.
100.
Welshman, very, very popular player he was. One of the more recent names there. Defending champion, of course, was Scott Waits this year.
Topsy once.
82. Danny Unicorn 108.
108 for the break of throw. This would hurt Durrant. All he can do is hope that he doesn't do it. Another 18 needed. Now looking for double 18.
72.
Just the wrong side of the
Danny
wire.
Unicorn 20.
Almost Shanghai on the 18s, but 2 10s to hold his throw and move ahead in the 8th set. Could do with this.
10.
He could have done with it. He certainly could, because Noppert now is beautifully placed to get the break of throw. Double 18.
Yeah, that's
And he's done it.
The first line. Danny Noppert.
The pattern continues.
Second leg
One
is
man
Danny
edges
Noppert
ahead.
first.
And then the other comes firing back. They are so closely matched, and Noppert is not showing signs of breaking. He is not going to crumble. Look at that! His 10th maximum.
Durrant comes flying back. Oh, yes! Yes, indeed!
Don't you love it? The crowd certainly do. And if you're watching at home with us, this is turning out to be a really tight old final. Durrant already with the maximum to start with. You see he's annoyed when he misses it. He got 7 perfect darts earlier in the match. He would dearly love to have a 9-darter.
7 darts into a perfect leg. He ended up winning it on double 1.
114.
Noppert's on a finish when he comes back. 1-2-4.
100. Danny
This is for
Uruguay,
2-0.
124.
Treble 20, first port of call. Treble 18 would leave the bullseye. Now, how about this for 1-2-4?
99. Glenn Uruguay, 121.
To nick a leg back against the darts. 11 for bull or treble for double 14. A bullseye for a 1-2-1.
96.
Both of them
Danny
coming
Uruguay,
agonisingly
25.
close. Noppert, 25. Oh, he's hit 18. 7 left. Double 2 now.
23.
Well, almost
Uruguay,
inexplicable, that first
25.
dart.
Big 9 for double 8 for Glenn Durrant. For a breaker throw and to level the set. 2 fours.
21.
Oh no.
Danny Uruguay,
Nerve
2.
ends are jangling. Decent marker.
No score.
Oh dear.
Glenn Uruguay, 4.
2 twos for Glenn Durrant.
Yeah,
There it is.
Short of the second line. Glenn Durrant.
Uncle George sitting there in the Durrant contingent. He's been there every step of the way. Danny Noppert's fans, for the moment, silenced. Big set again, this one, Vassos.
100.
Well, if he can hold his throw twice, Glenn Durrant, and move 5-3 ahead, he will feel as such a good front runner that you can start thinking about
21.
engraving the G of Glenn on the trophy. But first things first,
Yeah,
hold here.
Agree with that 100%. If Durrant were to win this set, I really think that the odds
55.
and the momentum of this would change significantly, and they are getting a little bit worried, the Noppert fans.
His level hasn't dropped all week, Danny
100.
Noppert, but he hasn't really been under this sort of pressure. Brothers looking worried.
Nice second dart from Durrant.
100.
Solid ton, but Noppert can hit him here. If he gets a 140, he'd be a big favourite.
$100.
The tension here is palpable.
Actually, not just for the friends and family of the players,
99.
but for everyone. They know how tight this is.
Durrant's on a finish on 147. Durrant with the darts. That's a handy hit. Very handy indeed. It's advantage Noppert now.
Does make the 147 must hit if he wants to hold his throw. Can still be done. Treble 17 for double 18 for a 147. This is huge. What a big dart.
111.
He's furious.
Now, is this the moment for Noppert for a key break? Double top.
Yeah,
and one dart required.
Danny Noppert.
And that's the break. And now he's the favourite to take the set and get back onto level terms once more.
Never more than one set in this final. Durrant won the first. Noppert went 2-1 up. And then Durrant's been 3-2 and now 4-3 ahead. He knows how big that was.
Looking to become the 4th Dutchman to win this BDO world title here at Lakeside. Following in the footsteps of Raymond van Barneveld, Jelle Klaassen, and most recently Christian Kist. Great cover shot.
99.
That was an important dart, that last treble. Had he not got that, you'd have been looking at Durrant as being in the box seat for the break.
Eighteen's here, just to make sure that he leaves a finish. If he misses the treble, which he does.
So Noppert 204.
Solid. 170.
He's done it before this week. Another one of those for the bullseye. Unlucky.
98.
So this is for the set, 104. Will he be walking off on level terms once again? Treble 20 leaves his favourite double 12. He's usually hot on this.
80.
We missed that by a distance.
Can't
believe he missed by as much as he did there.
Treble 16 for double 12, I think he's going here. 2 darts at the double 12 that Noppert's just missed by a distance to level the set.
Yeah,
and he has the darts now, Durrant.
Durrant.
He's in the box seat.
5th flag is Durrant.
Are we going 5-3? Are we going 4-all? We'll know after this leg.
And how much is Danny Noppert going to rue that missed double? It looked for all the world as though he was destined to win that set. Now it's altogether a different. Set of circumstances. That's the way to get the double 12. Nice start.
He did struggle on double 12 in the semi-final.
55.
Danny Noppert, but 3 from 7 today. But was that a crucial miss?
His fans
42.
and his friends nervously slurping their pints, nibbling their nails. So want to see the young Dutchman win it. And still nothing between them. Brilliant cover shot from Durrant.
There's room there. There's room for another one.
123.
Unlucky, but Noppert takes what could be a significant lead in this crucial leg of darts.
Ton 40 had helped Durrant. He'll be fancying it now. Going for 18s to make... Oh, good dart. Good dart. Went for 18s to make certain that he was going to be on a finish and hit the treble.
Noppert could do with a treble here.
60.
Doesn't find it, so advantage Durrant.
This is a massive moment in the match. 128. Is it going to be 5-3 or 4-all? Good setup by Durrant.
Danny, you require 136.
Well, it's a big ask. Can't be done. So Glenn Durrant, 48 points away from a 2-set lead.
Is this the moment? Perhaps the most important moment of the match to date. Durrant, 48 required. 16's the target. Single and double. But he goes tops route.
Yeah,
and he's got it! He decided to go via the 20s, and that is a big hit from Glenn Durrant. Leaves the stage, the #1 seed, the BDO #1 ranked player, the pre-match favourites, and he knows the significance of that, signalling to his fans that that was a big one. Danny Noppert taking his time leaving, but now he has to go backstage, regroup, and somehow try and claw his way back. It's Glenn Durrant 5, Danny Noppert 3.
That could be a huge moment in this match. For the first time, there is more than one set between them. Durrant 2 away from becoming the BDO World Champion. Paul Nicholson up here in the box. How crucial that double set advantage.
Massive for Durrant. He's a front runner. And as far as I'm concerned, I think it's Glenn's title from here, because if he keeps it going, he will win.
Let's get back to your commentators, John and Vassos, all yours.
So the players coming back, with Glenn Durrant now leading 5-3. And was that the significant moment? Is the superior experience, if you like, of Glenn Durrant, and the fact that he's won a big tournament up there on this very stage and has that big tournament experience, is that now serving him well? Can Danny Noppert claw his way back? What do you reckon, Vassos?
Well, that could be the last break of the match. Glenn Durrant wins the next 2 sets. He is the world champion. Danny Noppert has not been in a hole like this all week. We're about to find out what he's made of. Glenn Durrant, such a good front runner. He'll feel he's got this. Still needs winning, though.
There was a little bit of triumphalism when he left the stage, wasn't it? When he looked across at his friends, as much as to say, I've got him, I know I can do him now. So still they throw their practice darts. Last 3 from Glenn. And then the match will be underway once more. Nothing between them in terms of averages. Precious little between them in terms of checkouts. But what matters is that it's 5-3.
Mindset, first leg is Danny to throw first. Game on.
Marco Meyer, our Dutch referee, announces game on.
83.
And how close are we to game over?
It would mean so much to Glenn Durrant if he got this trophy at last. He's been the favourite in recent years, but hasn't delivered, just tightened at key times. How much it hurt him when he lost to Wolfie Adams in that brilliant semi-final in 2015, and how much it would mean to him if it's going to be the name Glen Durrant, the man from Middlesbrough, who's going to have his name engraved on that trophy.
He forced himself on his way to Lakeside to watch that semi-final back from 2015 when he missed 3 match starts. Anything he said, I can learn from it, I will take away from it, even though I hate watching myself back on television. He also watched his quarter-final defeat against Scott Waits, whose name we saw there on the trophy. He missed a match start there as well, Glen Durrant.
Scott, who went out against Danny Noppert this time round. Threw everything at Noppert, but the Dutchman
56.
maintained his composure, kept his nerve. You see Scott Waits in 2013 and 2016 as the world champion. A new name on the trophy, though, this year.
93. Danny, you require 151.
The Cleopatras, the Egyptian field. 151 cannot be done, so Durrant has the opportunity of a break of throw straight away in this set.
91. Glen, you require 106.
Barbara Potter in that picture you just saw there. Wife of the owner, Bob.
36. Danny, you require 60.
She and Bob Potter own this lakeside complex and have sponsored this event for the past few years. Tops now to hold his throw for Danny Noppert.
That's came short in the first leg. Danny Noppert.
Nicely done.
Against Glen to throw first. Game on.
Durrant threw 7 perfect darts earlier in the match in search of the 9-darter. He would
96.
go ballistic if he were to do it. 1 perfect visit, not this time. Handy cover shots. Native American presence there.
114.
Well, he's on a finish, Glen Durrant, but he'd have been hoping for better, having left 187 after 6 darts.
95.
Nice last start, but Durrant now 145 for the break of throw. Noppert's managed to get himself on 170. Durrant may well get 6 at it. He'll need them now.
65. Danny, you require 170.
This to break the Durrant throw. Can't be done, so the top seed will be back. Looking at 80.
134.
This is to make it 1 apiece
80.
in this 9th set. He's gone tops. Double 10.
No score.
Wrong bed.
Danny, you require 36.
2 out of 5 now on double 18 for Danny Noppert. That's your double 9.
18.
Oh.
Well, that was a significant
18.
moment. Great opportunity for Noppert to break the throw against the #1 seed. Another 20 for tops. Oh, he's missed it! He's missed it! He's put it in 5.
40. Danny, you require 18.
Double 4 for a 2-leg lead in the 9th set.
14. Glenn, you require 14.
This is nervy stuff. It really is. Tops for Glen Durrant. Double 10. Yes!
Short in the second line. Glen Durrant.
Goodness me, they can hardly bring themselves to watch. It's level once more and a great chance of a break for Noppert. He couldn't put it away.
81.
5 darts at a double to win that leg, Danny Noppert.
$96.
See the tension in those double shots.
$60.
Is it going to be maximum number 12 for Glen Durrant? It is.
22nd of the match.
And this is an opportunity again that is now beckoning for a break for Glen Durrant. He's effectively taken the darts, taken the throw, and just trying to put himself onto a finish here. That's a good second dart. Beautifully done, beautifully done.
Once again, that double 12 from Danny Noppert to level the match at 4 sets apiece is looking like a bigger and bigger miss.
110. 18 for double 16. Double 16 then for Glen Durrant for 2-1.
78.
Well, he didn't like that, but he's got time because Noppert's way back.
$96.
Well, double
32.
16. This is for a break of throw. Has missed it 5 times, and now he's hit it 3 times.
Glen Durrant. Ford Larkins, Glen to throw first.
If he holds here, Glen Durrant, he'll be a set away, and he will have the darts.
Has he just broken the belief of the young Dutchman? Well, an impressive first visit.
Susan enjoying herself now.
Quite an emotional fellow, Glen Durrant. I wouldn't be at all surprised if there are a few tears if he pulls this one off.
$58.
Glen's wife, Susan, feeling the pressure herself.
99.
He threw the first dart of the week, Glen Durrant. Checked out the first leg of the week with a 167, which looked for a long time like it would be the high checkout. Then Darryl Fitton hit him with a 170. Durrant hit back, so they're sharing that £5,000, but he threw the first dart. Will he throw the last?
Certainly looking very much that way. On the throw here, poised to go 6 sets to 3 ahead, and only one more set would be needed then, and that's a perfect setup. I think they think it might have gone now. So tops for Durrant for the set, and he wants this for 6-3. There it is, and Glen Durrant takes another set and moves closer to the trophy, and he thinks he's got him now, Vassos.
I think everybody here thinks he's got him. I think Danny Noppert probably thinks he's been got.
Game on.
This could be the last set of the championship. Muted celebration from Glenn Durrant, but he has the darts and he has a 6-3 lead. Tell you what, John,
98.
it's some comeback from here if Noppert wins.
Well, it would be extraordinary if you were able to pull this one off, and I can't honestly see it now. I think
58.
Durrant senses it. It's an important night. And he believes.
140.
That's his 11th of this final and the 300th of the tournament.
It's been great entertainment all through the week, and he has contributed in no small part to it. Good cover shot, but Durrant's on a finish. Oh, beautiful.
Nice one as well, because it gives you options on the 19s. You can miss one treble and still finish with a treble and a bull. Okay then, Danny Noppert.
54.
You need this.
Danny, you require 129.
Treble 16 for double 12.
Well, I'm not sure. There wasn't a miscount there.
72.
Durrant, by the player, that is. Durrant going for 72. Another 16 would leave him on tops. Well, there's no miscounting here. Double tops for Durrant for 1-0.
32.
Well, he's been given another chance, Danny Noppert.
Danny, you require 35.
3 for double 16. It's easier counting from here. 32 left, needs to hit the green bit, does hit the green bit. It's a breaker throw for Danny Noppert, an absolutely crucial breaker throw.
Scrappy sort of leg, wasn't it? But it's very important in the match. He's got to just take it each leg at a time, and he's got the break.
41.
I think in that last leg he thought he had 62 left rather than 72, so that's why he went for the 12s, and he would have gone single 12 for a bullseye. And that's his hang on, oh no, it was 72, whatever the Dutch for bother is.
59.
Or something a little more emphatic. Durrant, can he break straight back? He's in a good position. Treble here.
99.
And he gets it.
Well, if he looks up at John Locken, his coach, the Dutch team manager, Danny Noppert, the body language is not good.
60.
He's got his head up again now, but just a moment ago his head was in his hands and he was shaking his head.
Knows the camera's on him now. They're doing that now. Oh, brilliant.
21.
Well played, Glenn Durrant. 141, and very much an opportunity for a break here to get straight back in this leg. That's his 12th maximum, the 24th of the match.
141.
It does mean he's left to finish, Noppert, but he might not be back to have a look at it. Treble 19 for double 12. Yes, he will be back.
109.
Well, this is for 2-0 for the holder throw. Durrant poised on 32, double 16, and he'll come back now. Doesn't look quite where he was psychologically a few minutes ago. That's a good last start, though.
2 16s to level the set and move 2 legs away.
Let's game short in the second leg. Durrant.
Break of throw.
Third leg,
Durrant only needs to serve it out now. As Vassos said, a couple of holds of throw, and Glen Durrant will be the 2017 champion.
77.
But it's never over till it's over. An old sporting cliche, and a little shake of the head from Glen Durrant. He knows that he's just opened the door to Noppert.
And that sporting cliche is never truer than it is in the game of darts.
96.
As Glen Durrant knows only too well, missing 3 match darts to reach the final 2 years ago, another to reach the quarterfinals last year, in the quarterfinals, excuse me, to reach the semis. They were tight matches, and he does seem to have built himself a bit of a handy cushion here, which would take the pressure off the match start if and when it comes.
55.
If ever a picture summed up the atmosphere of the lakeside, that is probably it. The Dutch coach watching on as Danny Noppert
60.
tries to get another break. A break he simply has to find.
Such a tight final for the first 6 sets. Never more than one in it.
140.
Durrant took the lead, Noppert took a 2-1 lead, then Durrant again, 3-all and 4-3, but then at 4-3, Noppert missed a double 12, his favourite double,
60.
to level the match,
Then you require 133.
and it's been one-way traffic all the way to Middlesbrough ever since.
What we said at the time was that the moment, and Durrant has certainly made it look like that. Well, he can't check out this time, but Noppert
93.
not on a finish.
Just pausing for a little thought. What does he want to leave?
140.
So this is for 2-1 for the hold of throw. Noppert can just stand and wait and hope. Double 10 for 2-1 in what could be the last set of the match. And that's just lying a little bit awkwardly, having to move along the oche.
20.
And he has missed it.
Then you require 47.
Must take this out. He's left tops. One last dart at double 10. It's must hit, and it creeps into the corner of the bed. It is a break of throw for Danny Noppert. Is there life in this final yet?
It was almost an apologetic double, that one. It crept in. I think he thought it might have fallen into the bed below. Look at this, look how close it is. Oh, my goodness.
Thought about it, didn't it? And just about settled in the double 10 bed. So Noppert with the dart. If he holds at 6-4, if he holds, because Glen Durrant has started another leg with a maximum. It's his 13th of this final, his 32nd this week.
60.
Can he do it again? I wonder. He'll want it, that's 4. The crowd starting to get a bit interested in this. Oh, wrong side of the wire.
Not quite. But it's put the pressure on the Noppert throw.
93.
And that's what really matters.
Quality last start, that, from Danny Noppert. Durrant looking for the break back. And if he wins this, he would have the darts for the match in the next
42.
leg. Well, that's not good.
How he would love a big visit here. He's not going to get it.
59. Glenn, you require
144 for the break. Noppert, a big ask when he returns 164, which he will now have a go at. Oh, brilliant setup, brilliant.
Danny, you require 164.
Well, it's a huge ask, but if he could do it, it wins him the set and it gives him a massive shot of adrenaline, but not this time. Durrant will come back with double 12 to level the set and move one
60.
leg away.
Well, it didn't serve
24.
Danny Noppert too well, this double. Can Glenn Durrant now hit it? Double 12. It's a handy marker. Rangefinder,
Yeah,
and in he goes. It's two apiece, and he is now one leg away from the trophy, and Durrant has the darts. Noppert, that hurt him. Brave effort here from Danny Noppert, but Glenn Durrant now is on the cusp of victory.
He has the darts. He has the momentum.
100.
He has the trophy in his sights.
$41.
That does not put any pressure at all on Durrant, whose heart is bound to be pitter-pattering, however calm he might look externally. Great dart. And Noppert, he knows. The writing on the wall now. I think psychologically the towel's gone in.
They're just not going in for him.
97.
That's a good last dart.
301 away from victory. Duzzer, the man from Middlesbrough.
$100.
Big last dart, and a sigh of relief, I think, when that found the target.
Steady leg. Could be the last of the match. 3 tons to start it from Glenn Durrant, and not much pressure coming from Danny Noppert.
It's Durrant's to lose. 201. Just looking to put in a good score to set up the finishing attempt. Unlucky with that first dart.
95.
Good third.
A little point at the crowd as he walked back, Glenn Durrant. He knows he is on the brink
57.
of the title he craves.
Going you require
106 points away from it.
Is this the moment? A shake of a head from Danny Noppert. Glenn Durrant requires 106. Treble 18 is now the dart. Well, it won't be this time, but Noppert not on a finish.
58.
So just leaves it nice and tidy.
I wonder what he's thinking. Glenn Durrant, 48 points away from the title. He has been craving for years. Pressure applied by the third seed, Danny Noppert. But
16 he wants, 48 required, double 16 for the title. And Glenn Durrant is the champion!
2017,
An emotional man, and that's, in darts, the proudest moment of his life. And he has at last taken this title. It's a Middlesbrough celebration, and Glenn Durrant, for him it means so very, very much. A proud man of Middlesbrough. I said there might be tears up there, and I think that there are from Glenn Durrant. Massive disappointment from Danny Noppert. What a great tournament he's had. But Glenn Durrant in the BDO world is now top of the pile. The names which started with Leighton Rees way back in 1978, now in 2017, it is Glenn Durrant who is about to be presented with the trophy. He can now breathe a sigh of relief, and the celebrations tonight will be his. They were with him every step of the way, and now he is ready to take the title and to take the trophy. Well played indeed, Glen Durrant.
Ladies and gentlemen, we now introduce our presentation party. The owner and proprietor of the Lakeside Country Club, Bob Potter, OBE, and Barbara Potter, accompanied by BDO Tournament Director, Wayne Williams. To receive a cheque for £35,000, the 2017 Lakeside World Championship runner-up, Noppy Danny Noppert.
From Bob Potter, who owns and runs this Lakeside complex and sponsors the World Championship. What a debut from Danny Noppert.
His first time here at the Lakeside, your runner-up, Noppy Danny Noppert. To receive a cheque for £100,000, that beautiful trophy, and the title of 2017 Lakeside World Champion, Glen Durrant.
That would have been absolute music to his ears. The proudest moment of his darting life. He holds the trophy as the champion.
The Lakeside World Champion, Glen Durrant.
He threw the very first dart of the week, and he threw the last. Duzza has done it. He is the world champion. He is holding that trophy that he's craved all of his darting life. Well played, Glen Durrant.
Durrant is in dreamland. He was a man on the brink in the second round, and he has climbed to the top of the BDO mountain. What a great end to the match. Durrant is the champion of the world, and there are tears from him and from his wife. Emotional moments for the proud Teessider. He's done it. We will hear from the big man after the break. On Wednesday in the second round, found himself in darts dreamland. It's all that he's hoped this moment would be, and he's here now fighting back the tears with so many people applauding from over the balcony. Glen Durrant, you are the BDO champion of the world.
Oh wow, I just, do you know, I've been interviewed in my mind so many times at this moment, but right now everything's just gone. If there's a happier man in England today, then he must be a lottery winner.
And how special for you to be able to share it with Susan and Amy. I saw you climbing over the crowd. It was a darts equivalent of a Pat Cash moment as you went up to give your daughter and your wife a kiss.
That's the first time that Amy's ever come to watch me play darts, and wow. I mean, Dennis Coleman, never mind Susan at this moment, never mind Amy. Dennis Coleman has been right by my side for 4 years. Yeah, and to do it in front of Susan, Amy, George Bell. I just had the best 10 people here. I just wish my dad was here. He came early on in the week, but I just feel like he always puts pressure on me when he's there because I just want to impress my dad. Oh, Dad, if you're watching, your son has done good.
You have, I'm sure, sitting in his living room, he will have a bigger tear in his eye than you have at the moment. Did you ever really, when you first picked up a dart all those years ago, did you really believe it might bring you here?
In 1989, I watched a match between Eric Bristow and Jockey Wilson that inspired me to pick up a set of darts. In 2008, we created what's called the Teesside ranking event, and I learned how to win. 6 years ago, I wasn't even the best player in the Super League team. But with hard work and determination and Teesside steel, I am now the BDO Lakeside champion.
It's amazing. And Paul, if we turn our minds back to Wednesday night, and Hogan could have whitewashed this guy, and it could have been all over in round two. It's an amazing, amazing completion of a dramatic week.
It's a really good finish to a road that has led to this moment. And Glenn has worked so hard over the last few years. And I go back to something that he said on Wednesday. When things like that happen, sometimes your name is on the trophy. Well, it is now, or it will be when it's engraved. But I tell you what, the two words that you'll see in the papers tomorrow are Teesside Steel. That's not just because of his heart, it's because he knows what that means, and it's got on this trophy.
It's amazing. Right, you played a wonderful role in a great final. Danny Noppert was right in that up until the crucial break at the end of the eighth, and I hope he's not too despondent. He's talking backstage now with Danny Crates.
Danny, I mean, a tough interview for you to do now, and I'm sure not the result you wanted, but I mean, you was right in that final up until 3-all, and then 4-3, it just started to get away from you.
Yeah, I'm really happy to stay here in the final, and I think Glenn Durrant deserved it, this tournament, and he plays the whole tournament a great, the whole circuit, yeah, and yeah.
But I mean, you when you came here last Saturday, you know, first time ever at the Lakeside World Championships, would you have believed, you came in great form, but would you have believed that at the end of the championships you would find yourself on that final stage?
For the start of this tournament, yeah, I was only thinking about the first round or second round. I was not thinking to the final, and yeah, first year, and I'm now playing the final. Yeah, I'm looking forward to play next year. Maybe more confident and looking forward.
Well, you've given us some great moments up on that stage. It's been absolutely fantastic to live it with you, and I'm sure everyone in your hometown of Yarra will be really, really proud of you. Congratulations.
He certainly will be back at 26 years of age. A bright future awaits. Double up the decades, 46 years of age, Glenn. You've climbed the mountain. It might be a bit early to ask you this question, but what's next?
Well, that's the question that many people have been asking, and I probably need just a little bit of time with my manager, Mac Elkin. But the one statement I've always made, Rob, is that I would honour the trophy. My dream and the final challenge is to play in the PDC. That's the only challenge that I thought was left. But holding this trophy right now, the PDC seems a million miles away. I feel like I've climbed that mountain right now, and I really don't know what's next. I just need to sit down over the next few days and just maybe evaluate where I go from here.
Well, before you do that, just enjoy a couple of days and a few sherbets with your family, and maybe put a couple of drops of bubbly in that. It's a wonderful, wonderful story. Many, many congratulations, Glenn.
Thank you.
OK. This was the third trophy to be awarded on the Lakeside stage. Let's just remind